Rockets talked about him a moment ago. We have had some tremendous crowds throughout the course of the week as well. A large following of West Coast teams, especially the Los Angeles Lakers. By Williams, back comes Radicevic. Little drag screen for him into the paint and blocked by Zhou.
They love what Zhou can do, Mark. He's obviously the kid from China. He can stretch the floor with the three, but watch Zhou come into the picture with that long wingspan. Spent this season in China as the Defensive Player of the Year to CBA.
Has already signed a multi-year deal with the UBA. It's a much more dynamic situation as Zhou slams it home. They think of him more as a 4 than a 5.
That's
don't
right.
They, friend?
Yeah, and he moves his feet really well in the defensive end, which, as you know, is so critical in guarding out on the floor. We're going to get an opportunity.
Sims kicks it out to Beasley, goes quick with it, and he's having a tough time finding the mark. Beasley, 3 of 8 from the field after knocking down his first couple shots.
Well, run the show is perfect because in college he had great speed, sometimes out of control, but obviously we're seeing a more mature young player.
And here he is on cue with the rebound. Quarterman was a great player down at LSU for erstwhile head coach there, Johnny Jones.
Johnny's now at Nevada with Eric Musselman.
Williams on the move.
As anybody, and the proof's in the pudding during his time in Indiana. And you can see the hand development of Troy Williams on that finish.
Zhou hacked underneath by Cornelie. And Chi will go to the free throw line. An intriguing prospect for the Houston Rockets. 7 foot 2 inches out of China. The Defensive Player of the Year in the Chinese Basketball Association. That's a league that not a lot of people know much about, Fran, but it's a very lucrative league, and guys like going over there to play, like Henry Sims of the Nuggets was telling me. He averaged 23 points and 12 rebounds over there, and their season ends in mid-February, so you can come back to the NBA and be signed as a free agent in time to be eligible for the playoffs. There's Sims on the bench.
Yeah, it's a great point. They also play a 48-minute game over there, unlike basketball, which is 40. So the stats are a little inflated. The defense is not very good, but the money, guess what? The bank accounts are good.
Ball out of bounds. It'll stay Denver basketball. And you know what? If it makes dollars, it always makes sense.
Makes sense. A wise man once told me that, who lives in the Miami area, covers the NBA for ESPN.
6 on the shot clock.
Have any idea who I might be talking about?
Oh, yeah. The Boo Williams?
The Boo Williams.
Did not know that.
Yep. Boo Williams, the great AAU programs in the state of Virginia.
Oh, Beasley hit him with the hezzy, but left the shot off right.
Well, that wasn't exactly a hezzy pull-up Jimbo.
No, that was just a hezzy pull-up.
Just a hezzy.
The Jimbo is a little sideways.
Yeah. You know, I tweeted last week for Tim when Tim Hardaway signed. I said
Beasley took a little bit of a hit a moment ago, and maybe he's seeing 2 rims. Who knows? The vision might be a little off.
Yeah, that ball smacked him right in the face, didn't it?
Well, you talk about that Denver backcourt, though. We mentioned it.
Game for Houston. Gordon Beasley.
Morris has the mismatch on Chi. That time he couldn't finish over the taller Chi. Oh, Taylor spinning.